Hey, how's it going, Mexicans? Here Carlos with Backyard Diesels. Something I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys getting the code P0703, the brake pressure applied switch. I've been having, this is actually the third one in the last month that I've done. But I didn't have as problems with this one with the exhaust system, which I'm fixing to explain a little bit about it. Well, the brake pressure applied switch is this one right here. I'll show you where it's at. This is the old one, took it off already. I don't know if you can see that. Um, that's the part number for you guys. It's around 45, 50 bucks if you got an account. About 60 bucks at Ford. But what the switch does, it's kind of like a backup switch when your brake position, brake pedal position applied. Uh, Something I wanted to be aware that this also messes up with won't let your truck go into regeneration mode manually. So one of the things is a scanner. Say if you don't have it, just go ahead and replace it. 50 bucks. It'll save you the problem of going into regeneration mode, which this is what I had with this one. It would never let the truck go into clean the DPF system. So I was getting with this truck, it should toggle between both switches. Well, let me see. I'll pull both of them up. It's this one, brake pressure applied switch. So these should go on when you press the brake pedal at the same time. I'm stepping them. I got the truck off. There it goes. Let me turn it on so you can see. I released the brake pedal. They're both off. I pressed it on. You can see they're back on. I don't know if you can see that. But say you don't got one of these scanners and you're getting that switch, that's most likely your problem. It unshorted out. Lost its connectivity in there. So I'm fixing to show you where it's at. So that trouble code's annoying. So so what I was getting with this one, the brake pressure applied was staying on. So what happened was it was on and the truck wouldn't go into regeneration mode because it thought that the brake pedal was actually applied when it really wasn't. So it had an open circuit within the sensor itself. So say you don't have this and you're having regeneration problems to clean out your exhaust, it'll never do it. So one of the things, switch out this thing, all you need is a crescent. It's down in here. This is the first one. You can see it down there right under the master cylinder. And this is your trans module. What do you call that thing? What is it? Oh, your transducer for the cruise control. So yeah, that's a little more expensive one. That's about 150 somewhere in there if you're having problems with your cruise control. But the thing is, on what happened on this truck, once it goes into when it says drive to clean the exhaust system, and it never did it because it would go into limp mode, and then once you're in the limp mode, it'll never hit regeneration unless you have a scanner like this, which still it didn't let me do it because that switch was out. So what I did, replaced it. And another thing, well, I replaced it and now it allowed me to clear the codes, did all that, took for a test drive, and then it went to limp mode again. So it's kind of tricky. You have to clear it, drive it, and another when you drive it, and if it catches it to go into limp mode before you get to driving mode, and if it goes into limp mode, then you're screwed. You pretty much have to stop the truck, clear the codes again, and go again if you don't have a manual scanner, and do it manually, which the truck's sitting still. And always remember, you could drive all day, all night, and if the truck engine temperature never reaches 160, 170, it'll never clean out the exhaust. You could drive, doesn't matter. So it has to be on like a nice warm day. You don't have to punch it or anything. You could hear the truck go into, once it's cleaning the exhaust system. If you look on your dash, I guess this one's clean already. I guess I'm gonna try to explain it as best I can. So say you're driving and you got the say you got the code, or not, no code, where it says drive to clean exhaust system. So what it's telling you, it's still trying to wait. You can drive all day, all night, and if the truck temperature never reaches up to just a little before the thermostat right there, you see it, it'll never open up the injectors on the intake and the power stroke to shoot more fuel in them to heat up that exhaust. It has to be around, the suit starts, I'm thinking it's 600-700 degrees before it starts shooting it and heating up to get it out of the catalytic converter. So that's a little description. So if you're driving and it says drive to clean exhaust, it's really waiting for that truck to get, the engine to get hot. Once it'll go into the regeneration mode, and you could hear the rockers going to kind of, once you could hear it shooting, well, you can't hear it, but that's when it's actually releasing that extra fuel to clean out your exhaust. So that's the bottom line on this one. It wasn't allowing this truck to go into regeneration mode because of that sensor, and he took it somewhere else. They told him they had to delete the exhaust system and DPF delete and all that stuff. So all it was, that sensor cleaning, and the truck is good now. So anyways, it's a little confusing, but if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help you out. So appreciate you guys. Laters.